Like I said...
But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
Like I said, part 3 right away. You guys already see what's happening on screen. This is gonna be it.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because they were here before.
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What the heck? But if that were the case, are you saying Akane tried to figure that out?
What the hell is that?
Because that would have showed up.
What is that? What is that?
This is what happened. We're basically experiencing past and future. Our vision is one. What else could I say? The floor opened, a machine rose up out of it. Looked like a computer. At least it kinda did. Was a monitor, a keyboard, a cross-shaped device of some kind? Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. There we go. What I saw from the preview. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be fine. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. It's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Hey, we're all tense, lady. Doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
I don't know. You're the programmer. Sure, I'll just push buttons and then that'll. At least it's on now. Are they really doing puzzles now? I mean, I know there probably is no time limit. Actually, I ain't gonna take that chance. At least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. It's ranged from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Man, that god dang voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Really hope they don't throw a time limit at us, because I do not work well under pressure. 13 minutes? Can you really do this? Heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was gonna explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. Connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. So she's experiencing this in real time, jumping into the future. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. So, did I get this wrong? Is Junpei the transmitter and Akane is the receiver? I felt the seconds tick by. I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window, and the answer was a face, a friendly, evil face. It was Hongu. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still
It's
muffled.
simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claw of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongu, starting to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh, my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
Don't even try, Ace.
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
If she solved this, it means Akane is the same Akane we've known.
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
And I remembered. For Hongolothermia scans your bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face of my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. It doesn't work. It's a verification thing.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
It's called trying to save my life. Everyone is scared. We don't think straight when our lives are in danger.
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you?
The transmitter and receivers.
Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it'll be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
June, come on. Work with me. I was crying, great gulping sobs broke my hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. So I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. We're still here, goodness. No, we've moved down. I know that. I've stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thought, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it was pounding itself to pieces. I feel so bad for this kid. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get, the doll jump he had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me, Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please!
There's nothing I can do.
Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
My friend.
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lois don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Frick! Something break our connection? Swear I just heard her.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
So who's the transmitter and who's the receiver at this point? I think Junpei's the receiver and she's the transmitter. Because that's what she said earlier, right? Yeah, that makes sense now. There's just so much information, so if I'm forgetting vital details, forgive me, because there's so much to absorb here. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
So they can't hear each other anymore? That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
You're an incinerator right now.
Yes, I am! How did you know?
Did she jump back into the past? Because the future Akane is with Santa right now. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
She jumped back in time.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
He wants to help her change the past, so it'll change the future.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't even believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane Kushire. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in
She's zero? She tried to recreate it, so she jumped 9 years into the future? To be zero. To recreate all of this so she could save her past self.
6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
How are they gonna do this? Story-wise, or have us escape it? Shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lois, naming a snap. There's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. Got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it is going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
It is an escape! Frick off! Oh my god, I do have no idea how to do this. I sincerely hope there's no time limit involved in this. Numbers appear in the empty spots in the grid. They're all single digits. Get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. A square at the bottom. Why does it stay blank when I press hint? You can't leave, you can't ask anyone. All the empty spots look like the one on the bottom right. Does this mean they're supposed to match? Make all the numbers in the squares the same. But we don't have a 4, so I can't even start. numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, I switch out 3 and 5, the numbers increase by 2. Hint just affects the surrounding numbers. Increases by 2. Hint displays the adjacent squares, yellow squares, add up to. Most of the answers should be 2 digits. Each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots? Digital roots always end up as 1 digit. So that changed to a 6. 5 plus 7, 12, and then 3. No. You know, the sad piano music isn't helping, Spike, but you know, we're gonna figure this out. We will. We're not affected by a time limit despite what the story says. Okay. 9, 10, 11. Are they all supposed to be 1 across the board? Password. The numbers, there are letters here too. Haven't I used letters as numbers before? A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. I use these letters with numbers. Got the gist of the puzzle up top. I just need to make all the digital roots the same. What number? Switching out a yellow square affects all the hint squares around it. Wait, but 1 square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the 9th square is a different rule. If only I knew what number goes here. It's just what number do I gotta make the digital root of? This would be a lot easier if I knew. Do I gotta make them all 9? Let's assume if we do make them all 9. Okay? Bit by bit, we're gonna figure this out. I just don't know. Adjacent squares. 10 plus 5. 15, that'll make it 6. 10 plus 3, that's 13. 4. If I knew what to do, that'd be different. I don't know. I don't know. Everything is not making sense. I'm gonna look it up because if I keep fiddling, it'll be another 3-hour episode. I don't know what to do. Even after all the hints they provided, I don't know what digital route to make it. Bit by bit, I'm gonna keep this running. Actually, what's this gonna do to my recording? Hang on. Okay, so apparently I was right before. You have to make them all 9s. Success. Just 3 other things around. Oh my goodness. What's the password now? How much setup? I don't know the password. Password? Putting a password now then? Are there any hints to put here? I don't know the password. Why am I not shocked the password's 9? Is that your final answer? 2 plus 4 plus 5 is 9. 9
Yes,
is a
that's it.
I would have been there for hours, man. It was just 3 simple clicks, too, which is even the worst part of it all.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
Please do. Solve the paradox.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed.
Thank God.
Incineration system has been disabled.
And the reason Santa activated the incinerator was because he wanted to put us in the exact same situation as Akane.
Jumpy!
The same exact situation as Akane. So we could recreate it and send information to each other.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Not that it's not that I'm not acknowledging that it's an extremely fricked up thing to do. But now, we know who Zero is. And God. Everything. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. The time what strength I had left disappeared. I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. What? No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of crap. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
It's like a phone call.
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. I looked over the corner of the floor. There was 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give him who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Yeah, I've been talking to myself the whole time. I mean, I do it regularly in real life, so this is nothing new. Right, okay, maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the... You haven't pressed the enter key yet? Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
What the frick?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What gave that away?
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
The hell? Yeah, the key hard enough to hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? Got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the frick isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Not good. Wait, of course. That's the numbers that showed up after the puzzle meme. 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. Verify it. No, that's it. The door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy hell. Of course. I just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Hurry!
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Crap. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one or we are all fricked. Alright, no time to explain. Just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8,
No!
7, 6,
Verify!
4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh my god! Run! Oh, thank freaking Christ. No time to be happy, but go!
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go!
Come on, guys, move it! Okay, they're all moving, Junpei. Just in time. Now you have 81 more seconds to add to this. And there goes the door. No, don't come down here. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Oh, thank God. They really know how to keep you in suspense till the last freaking minute. Oh my God. It's a new record.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Where's 7? Where's Santa? Where's Ace? Where's June? Akane. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. Just get out, kid. And now the future has been rewritten. So with Akane alive, door opened. Standing in front of us was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
Cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Jumped into the future to save yourself.
Akane!
But the symbol! The symbol! Verify! I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Guys, the symbol! It was beating almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed the door, my bracelet gun the countdown to death. I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. There it is, spelled dead on a short distance away. It took me only a moment to go and scan all the bracelets. I felt once it dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Okay, now go back to hugging. Took a deep breath and looked around again. Huge detective who we'd call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy. They were looking at me. They seemed to have utterly stunned my sudden appearance. Eyes are wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
I was right. It was about time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. I took off running and spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Looks like Junpei and Akane are the only ones with twin connection. That door, the one with the 9 on it, why don't...
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
So that means that the 9 door wasn't a 9 door.
It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
Brother, I wouldn't have remembered all that. There's so much information.
Oh, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Exactly. 26. The digital root of 26. That's 8.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
I am so honking confused. Yeah, well, it's gonna be well worth it. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single body is dying for air. Every breath take is a chore now. I feel like I'm gonna go maybe just a short rest. Nope, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a fire riffled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. You're giving me writing ideas, Junpei. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here!
Please do!
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open now! I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Oi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us have been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from Gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Oya whispered.
Yeah!
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. There wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. To think it would all happen again. And Santa was just helping Zero, or June as we now know her. To just help his past self to save his sister. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait,
No way!
you've gotta be.
What?
It can't be!
This is...
This is the building! What? We were never on the ship?
This is the building in the Nevada desert!
It's all identical. We were never on a ship.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Oh, there's sun. Boy, I'm ever glad to see you. Like I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? just hear something fall. The bracelets! Right, our bracelets. Guess I never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
She was recreating everything.
Jumpy.
Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Oh my god! Never in all my life would I think a game would ever screw with my mind like Danganronpa once did. This takes the cake in every possible way. We were never on a ship, and she tried to recreate it as much as she could to save herself. The timelines, everything. It was... She enlisted Santa to help her, to help save herself. Oh my god. So now the timelines are together again, because now Akane never died because we saved her. And Akane that we knew was Santa's sister. And the moment we fell together, when we first met her, the timelines converged. And we were able to see into the past and future. We were never able to do that from the beginning. That's what it's basically telling us. There's so much information, but it's over now. I'm likely gonna sort all the rest of this on off camera. I'm probably gonna be dragged into a conversation about all of this with my brother, because I have a lot of sorting out to do. But I'm glad I got this finished before college, so now I can go to college with a blank slate, sort of. I have nothing holding me back when I'm working at school. I wanted to finish this beforehand.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It's just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set. So is this before the Nonary game? Yeah, because it had to, because she would have died. She met Junpei beforehand. Right? Yeah, she had to, because that's why she went back to begin with, so she had to have known Jumpy before the Nonary game. Okay, I'm just trying to remember, because there's so much timeline-related stuff, man.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it a minute first. Oh,
Well, let's see.
not great, Junpei, but...
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
It means your face is really fricked up. Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
Apparently his young self is also reckless, just like his adult self.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
I wouldn't even take on one.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure, it was nice someone to leave it outside the building, keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we took it and now we're screaming across the desert. Who's driving? 7? Or passenger seat? Sneak and 7 are all squeezed into the back seat here. Wait. Then who's driving? I still can't believe you let her drive.
Woohoo!
Oh my
This
god!
is so fun!
Don't ever let her drive! Lord knows what will happen.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Yeah, but it's called you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 other lives in the car, Clover. Careful.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Because you have 7 in Snake.
Hey,
Shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
Brother, there is no speed limits. And then again, what am I doing?
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
She has her feet propped up, doesn't she?
And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Yes, there is. 4 other lives, Clover.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
What about Ace?
There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, crap. Gosh dang it, she doesn't direct so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It is a desert, Junpei. It was a couple hours after we ran into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenched. Why would you drench? Why? The moment we saw what we were doing, Junpei ran after them furious. Oh, this is what led you. I'm like, what the frick? What goes on at your school?
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
Policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Junpei sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, the rabbits!
Oh, you mean the bunny.
Yeah, the bunnies.
Picked up some grass from the ground and tossed it onto the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
That's horrible.
I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Y'all, school is rough.
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, guess I should say Kentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project?
For the morphogenic fields?
Anybody? Any ideas?
7?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
If Santa still kept him alive, that is. Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Well, he is. Still tied up in this with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. Looks like he's given up. I wonder if he cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Go ahead and try to pretend you weren't. Let's get the tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
What do you mean?
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
You put those kids through hell for this.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Can someone knock him back out, please?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Someone knock him back out. I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. Can't blame him.
So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing.
Oh, yeah. What about
What's the
that?
deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Honko has something to say. Alright, finally you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Sopaloo.
That's how we got it, and his pharmacy on the map.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
It's gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongu. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy them.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Oh, sweet, that's how he got it. How she got it too. Shoved it her arm towards me, and his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Chumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Imagine if it was that's how they connected. No, it
Wait,
wasn't.
what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
I think it's an occult thing.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
But then the curse will be tied to you.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
I love it that they can still be funny after all this.
So I give this, it me. So we always together.
And he's gonna keep going with it.
Oh, Chumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are.
And that's how they got connected.
So here, take.
I think she was holding onto the doll when we met, and that's how we connected. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and I fell into June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Chumpy. I'll never forget you, I promise.
Jumpy looked straight in my eyes and it just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched onto the sea and painted themselves across the hills. Sat bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now, it's June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphogenetic field and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? That's true though, because he remembers Akane dying. Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Oh wait, maybe that's not it at all. Maybe there is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? He looks satisfied. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
Did his memory get overwritten when the new one happened?
Huh? What?
Huh? Alice! Burning gaze and the Veda sun poured on her head, dressed around a ripple with heat. Standing on the shimmering pale was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. Couldn't make out for Julian, but he realized who she was. Alice. Really? Well, it is the true end now. So I guess I don't have to worry about cliffhangers. Don't forget your towel. Finish all scenarios and 999. Wow. Like say the info you turned in this playthrough? Yes. Akane. And we're done. Like, done. Wow. That was a wild ride. From the very end, the game had me sweltering with questions. There's so many. But yet, a lot of them got answered. This was a recreation of it all. Akane tapped into Junpei's mind. And that's how we break down the timelines here. To save herself from 9 years ago. All of these are from the morphomagenic field. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of questions. Lots of questions. But now, we can say with confidence that it's done. Alright. I'm going off to college. Goodbye, guys.